Python video series. In past few videos we have learned how to execute simple statement, Python statement in Python terminal or Python IDE. Even we have learned how to write code, Python code on text editor like uh, Sublime, right? But in this video tutorial we will learn how to use some kind of ID for Python code, right? So let's say if you are developing some software using Python, right, then your software may have a lot of resources, right? And to manage those resources you require some kind of professional ID. Like one of them is PyCharm, which is very famous for Python Python if you use some software using Python, right? To download Python, just go to the Google and here you have to type PyCharm, right? And press enter. Sorry, I was supposed to write PyCharm. Now you'll get the official website that is called jetbrains.com. So click on this and you'll be navigated on the JetBrains website and click on the download. If you click on the download, then in download section you'll get two different versions of PyCharm. First is the professional version, which is basically you need to buy, you need to pay for it. So basically when you are dealing with some kind of scientific calculations, or if you want to develop some kind of web-based application using Python, and you need to go for the professional one. Else if you are if you want to explore some kind of concept in Python, basically pure Python, then we can go for the community version, right? And that is completely free and open source. But if you are developing some software there, you require to develop some kind of web-based application, then I would recommend you to go for the professional one, and you need to pay for it. Of course it is available for the free trial version, but after a certain time you need to buy it, right? Now to download the community version, just you need to click on the download and download will be started. Executable file is somewhere around 348 MB, right? So just to save some time, I have already downloaded, and here you can see the executable. So just you need to twice click on this executable, then it will ask you your permission to install. So click on the yes. Now click on the next. Now you can choose your installation directly, so I will keep as default one. Now click on the next, and here I'm going to choose 64 bits launcher, and second thing I'm going to create a .py as an extension. When you create any Python file, then extension would be .py, and click on the next, then click on the again next, and installation has started. So just you need to wait for few seconds and installation will be completed, and installation is just about to complete. Now I'm going to select run PyCharm community edition and click on the finish. Then PyCharm is going to open. Now here I'm going to select do not import settings and all, and just clicking on OK. Then PyCharm community is going to open. Now you have various options. So here I'm going to select new project. So I would like to create a new project. So I would like to, here just you need to give your project name. So here I'm going to specify let's say my project 2, okay, Python project 2, and here you can see interpreter is already selected, and now click on the create. Now project is gonna create. Now here when we open PyCharm, then it is showing the tips of the day. So this will give you every day some tips, right? So I'm going to just close it. As we are opening the first time, so it is taking some time. Now here this kind of layout you will get. So by default layout is a dark one. A lot of people like dark basically layout, or so if you want to change it as a white layout, then that is also possible, but as of now just I'm keeping as it is. Now just on project, right click and go to the new, and here you can create a Python file directly. If you click a file, this it will not give you the extension as py. So if you want to create a Python file, so directly you can select Python file, and here I'm going to give name as just test, and extension will be taken as, so here you can see extension has taken automatically. Here just I'm going to print a message, hello world, right, and that's it. So here you can right click over here, sorry, you can right click over here, and you can run, you can select as a run file in Python console, right, and here you can see hello world is showing as output, right. Even you can use shift F10 to run this class Python file, right, or you can go to the run and click over here, and shortcut is basically shift F10, right. Here you can see shift F10, you can select. So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.